Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Living the Sweet Life. I'm your host TJ Sweet, and on this podcast I'm going to be talking about different ways that can help you reshape your mindset, live with intention, and look at the world through a grateful lens. So first of all, before I get too far, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for taking time to listen to these episodes, for giving me feedback, for asking me questions, for sharing them, for sharing how they impact your life and the people's lives that you share the episodes with. And so I just express my gratitude to all of you, and just know that every bit of those things that I just said inspires me to be better and think of more things. And the people that I get to have in my life and the people I love and I'm grateful for are better. I'm better for them, and that's my goal, is to consistently get better for them so that I can show up in a meaningful way for them on a day-to-day basis. And I'm inspired by all of you every day and for the ideas for these episodes. So truly thank you. And while we're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you get notifications when these episodes come out every week, every Mindset Monday, so that we can win the week by winning the first day of the week, at least work week for most people. But this week I want to dive into a topic that actually was suggested to me, to really kind of stop and think about road trips. I love to drive. I love to go on road trips, and it's really about the people that I'm going to go see, or the people that I'm with, is what I remember the most and what I look forward to the most. And so instead of dreading the drive, appreciate and cherish who you're with or who you're about to be with. Because once you shift that mindset from having to drive to getting to drive, whether with somebody or to somebody, the whole experience changes for you and the people that you're with. So really, I'm thrilled to kind of share some insights to make more of these summer road trips, or these travels, or whatever it may be that you're getting to do this summer, as not just a journey of miles, right? Not just time passing by, but actually meaningful connections and gratitude. And so, a simple example that I'll use here is on the last day of your vacation. If you're already disappointed that it's your last day of vacation, and knowing that the next day you're having to leave, you've already cut your vacation one day short. And so just be where you are, be present, be with the people. The travel part of it is just something that you get to look forward to. And on your way home from road trips, of which I'm not going to talk too much about that here, but on your way back from a road trip, or on your way home from traveling, stop and think about memories that you've made. Think about things you want to do, things about how you were inspired during that trip, how you relaxed. Just give yourself credit to kind of download and process all the good things that came from that road trip, or spending the time with the people that you got to. And so one of the most beautiful things about road trips or traveling during the summer is really we get an opportunity to pour into the people that we're the most grateful for, whether it's families or friends, or the people that you love and people you're the most grateful for. And so I want to share just three quick ways that I use, that I do all the time. It's not just for summer road trips. It's actually kind of what I do for those people all the time anyway. But really, the idea of going on a road trip really takes a lot of intentionality. And like I've talked about before, moments become memories when you're grateful and present in the moments. So the first thing I want to talk about, so again, three things about how to make these road trips more meaningful, and have connections, and just more memorable, is to prepare thoughtfully. And so, before you to go on your trip or get on the road, take time to kind of plan ahead and prepare maybe thoughtful gestures towards and preferences towards the people that you're getting to spend that time with, or maybe the people you're about to see. So consider creating a list of their favorite snacks or beverages, or ensuring that you have options for them. It's something small but meaningful that really shows that you value them and their preferences, and you want to be attentive to their needs. And having somebody feel like they're always considered in the things that you do is one of the greatest ways to show that you're grateful for them and you cherish them. And you know picking your own favorites as well along the way, but also just a small little gesture of picking out some of those things. And one of the other things that I love to do, because when you're on a road trip, we'll stick with road trips for a little bit here, but you get to spend time with somebody, and it cultivates conversation, but it also cultivates this unity and this connection. And so one of the things that I love to do is kind of curate this music playlist that really reflects their taste and my tastes. And the people that I love the most, grateful for, we have a lot of the same tastes, but it's also like maybe it's a song that they love and they haven't heard in a while, or maybe it's a song that they always seem happy when they hear it. Start putting some of those things into a song, or maybe into a playlist. And it could even be a song that evokes fond memories for the two of you, or kind of really brings out the best in them. So music has this way to be a catalyst to creating great energy, and it passes time and it helps us feel joy. It really does have this music really does have this unique ability to kind of enhance the journey and create moments of shared enjoyment and connection. And so whether it's not music or snacks or beverages or whatever it is, maybe it's a blanket, maybe it's a pillow, maybe it's a book, maybe it's something that that person may need, that you think about and you prepare for spending time with them, not just for the journey, not just where you're going, not just some of those things that are required for a road trip, but just really thinking about your gratefulness that you get to be with them on a road trip can show up in a lot of different ways. So then the second thing I want to talk about to kind of, again, create more memories from these road trips that we get to go on is engaging in meaningful conversations. And so there are times that a meaningful silence is more valuable than speaking, but there's also time to really kind of make a comfortable space. And it sets a perfect kind of environment for engaging in a meaningful and thought-provoking conversations with the people that you get to be with. And there's a really great it's not really a game, it's more of an activity that you get to do. It's called Higgy, but it has more of a meaning behind it, but I really recommend it. It really is a list. It's a card game that you have questions and statements and things that you read with the other person, and you really kind of get to learn and more kind of dig in a little bit more with those people, but really kind of take advantage, right? This is what we're going to call this, of this uninterrupted time together to talk about topics that spark curiosity and inspire reflection. Okay, so take the opportunity, the time of uninterrupted time, because you're in the car, but consider discussing things that you have in common, shared interests, dreams, aspirations, as well as deeper subjects like personal growth and gratitude and mindfulness, and how you can show up for them. And sometimes just asking, how can I show up for you? And what are their struggles, what are things that they're really proud of, like having them reflect and think a little deeper is really something that adds so much value to the time and space. And encourage this idea of open dialogue and active listening. So don't just listen to reply, but listen to understand. And you kind of create this space where everybody, where you and the other people you're with feel valued and heard. And that's one of the most important and powerful things that we can do. And the people that I'm the most grateful for, I always want them to feel seen and heard and appreciated. By engaging in these authentic conversations, you really deepen your connection with the people that you get to have in your life and people you're on these road trips with. But you also get to kind of create some memories that kind of become more it's like the road trip becomes the thing that allows you to create the memories. So the road trip itself isn't the memory, it's just how present you are, who you're with, and what you get to do. But sometimes having these more meaningful and deeper conversations is something that is so good for us. But we also learn new ways to be grateful for that person that we're with and to love them in a more meaningful way, in a new way, because we're a new person every day. And so don't ever try to figure people out. My encouragement is the people that you get to take these road trips with, or that you love or you're grateful for, actually have this idea of being curious about them, about wanting to learn more about them instead of trying to figure them out. We're always learning and we're always growing. But once you come at them, look at them with this energy of curiosity and love and gratefulness and, kind of a no matter what love, it's pretty powerful. And you get to express that during these meaningful conversations. So then, of course, right, living the sweet life, gratitude, we talk about it. The third thing I want to talk about is really this intentionality around practicing gratitude and appreciation. So throughout the road trip, right? This is small moments, but really make a conscious effort to express gratitude and appreciation to, for the opportunity to be with those people that you're with and to share those experiences together. And, I've been told, as far as saying thank you as often as I do, but it's really a matter, I've been told that it overwhelms me, my gratitude for the people that I get to spend that time with. And I just don't want a moment to go by where they don't feel my gratefulness for them. And so if somebody says you're saying thank you too much, just try to find a different way to use that energy to pour into them and love them. And, take moments to acknowledge moments together and the beauty of the scenery and the moments that you laugh, the moments that you laugh so hard that you can't even forget what you're laughing about. And really taking a moment to think about the memories that you're creating along the way. Think about, some of the best moments while you're having the trip, and, consider incorporating gratitude practices into your journey. So maybe it's, every new town you go into, or, every red car you see. I don't know, think of something, but you start to think about one thing you're grateful for that you share it whenever this thing happens. And it really does kind of make you dive a little deeper and kind of think about daily reflections, and kind of makes you think a little bit more about each other and about each other's lives. And by nurturing this gratitude space, that you will gratitude and appreciation, you really kind of cultivate this positive and uplifting atmosphere in a car, in a space, in a moment. No matter where you are, it fills the air, that really enriches the overall experience for everybody. And so when somebody feels appreciated, seen, and loved, when you show it and when you say it, it matters. It makes everything feel different. And so I encourage you to find moments throughout your trip to do that. And, it's a matter of being so present that you recognize how lucky you are to be in that moment. So as I kind of wrap up here, I just want to talk about, pouring into people that you're grateful for during a summer road trip is really just such a beautiful opportunity to deepen the connections that you have with them, create cherished memories, and express appreciation for the journey of life, right? Not just the road trip, but the journey of life that you get to have together. And maybe while you're on that journey, on that road trip, maybe you start thinking about, like, as you're finishing up, or maybe you start thinking about how often can you do this? Like, let's not make this a one-time thing. Let's make more opportunities to do things like that. And, by preparing thoughtfully, engaging in meaningful conversations and practicing gratitude and appreciation, you can really make any road trip or any vacation a transformative and uplifting experience for you and the people that you love and that you're with. So, I encourage you to travel, see the world, remain curious. It helps you gain some perspective in the world. But I'm wishing you nothing but safe travels, and I hope your journey is filled with joy and connection and just endless possibilities. And just know that there's so much out there in the world to see. If you're lucky enough to get to spend it with people that you love and that you're the most grateful for, allow them to be the thing that you remember the most, not just everything about every part of the journey. And, there's going to be things that go well and things that don't go as planned. And when you're with the people that you love and you're the most grateful for, everything else kind of just falls into second place, because those are really the moments that we're going to cherish the most. And so, I hope this inspires you to take a road trip, or maybe think about the next road trip or the next travel experience a little differently, and cherish those moments that you get with the people that you love and that you're the most grateful for. And enjoy more moments in life. Life is hard enough. We don't have to add to it or stay in the same place. We aren't stuck. We're just choosing to stand still. So I hope you share this episode with somebody. Again, thank you for the comments and the reflections that you share with me with every episode. And if you want to connect with me this is some of the things that I get to do with people. But if you want to connect with me, you can go find me on social media. TJSweet_, pretty easy to find, but you can go to my website at tjsweet.net and fill out that form there, and you can connect straight with me. I will respond to you personally, like I have to everybody else who's done this before. But I appreciate all of you, and I just want to always remind you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. so that you get notifications when they come out every Monday so that you don't miss an episode. You can subscribe here on podcast platforms or on YouTube. So however you want to do this, I wanted to make video content as well. I had a lot of people ask me for that, so I wanted to do both to reach more people in new ways. I'll wrap up like I do, reminding you that you always have the power and the choice to reshape your mindset, live with intention, and look at the world through a grateful lens. Until the next episode, never stop.